morning. So we're here on Route 109 right now, which is about to have an extensive construction project that's going to happen, and we wanted to shoot a video to end up explaining to the residents what's going to end up happening. So I'm here with Selectman Dennis Crowley and Dave D'Amico from the Department of Public Services, just to give you a little bit of an overview. So Dennis.
Well, let me start by thanking Liam for volunteering this time to film this video to get information out to the residents concerning what 109 project is actually about and what's going to happen. So with that said, just a quick highlight of the project. It starts right here where the trees are down 109. It goes all the way up past 109, about 30 yards past 109 where Highland Strait is. The highlights of the project, there are 66 ornamental street lights that will be going in, alternating. There'll be concrete sidewalks going in with granite curbing all the way. There'll be ornamental lights. There'll be ornamental street lights. There'll be new street lights at the plaza, which we'll show you as we go through the video. New street lights at Winthrop Street. There'll be 2 pedestrian crossings down by Dunkin' Donuts. There'll be a pedestrian crossing down by somewhere near Choke Park. We'll cover all this as we do the video. The video will be approximately 3 minutes long, and we'll highlight all the areas and concerns that some of the citizens may have as we move down 109.
So thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dave. Why don't we start right up here at 109 in Holliston, where the first traffic light change is going to take place, and we'll take it from there.
That's
good. Let's go for a ride. All right, so we've shot up to Holliston and 109 right now, and we're at the intersection. So, Dennis, you were saying that there's going to be some new lights and maybe some new planters going in here, or ornamental lights. Can you tell me what's going to be here?
As you see these traffic lights hanging over the street, those are all going to be taken down. Well, new traffic signals will be put up there as well. The islands are going to be staying, and we're going to be able to fill those with dirt and plant some flowers and some bushes to try to beautify the area a little bit. There'll be sidewalks heading down towards the junior high and the middle school, and the sidewalks that'll be going down 30 feet will only be on the left-hand side as you're heading down towards the school. And there'll be both sidewalks heading down Holliston Street, heading towards Holliston. In addition to that, all the telephone poles, as you've seen them as we're heading down, are going to be relocated, all poles to the back side of the sidewalk. So with that said, I suggest we start moving up 109.
Sounds good. Let's get going. So now we're driving up 109 here at Holliston, and Dennis, I understand up here by the Advanced Auto Parts is going to be a new pedestrian light that's going to come in.
There'll be a new pedestrian light. There's going to be this fencing will all be taken down, new sidewalks on both sides. There has been an issue, some discussion about 64 trees coming down, and all these trees are marked with a red X on them. But I think what people have to understand is that the state will actually be replacing those trees with 102 trees. In addition to that, there's going to be at least 1,000 shrubs planted. There's going to be 16,000 daffodils planted, and there'll be 2,000 daylilies planted as well. So although the trees are coming down, we're anticipating it and supplementing it with a fair amount of greenery as well.
We're at the next stop that you had talked about, where there's going to be an actual set of traffic lights at the exit of the plaza, basically where the Dollar Tree is, directly pointing at the mobile station. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going to happen here in the plaza and with the set of lights?
Sure. What's going to happen is we've worked with the plaza here, and they're going to be developing an island. There'll be a set of lights, a new set of traffic lights here, and when you want to turn into the plaza, there'll be an island in the middle of the road that'll take you all the way up to the dollar store, where you'll either go left or right to enter the stores that you want to be able to park for. They will be, the plan is to put bushes in the middle of that island to beautify it. There'll be a sidewalk on one side, so the pedestrians can walk on from 109, walk all the way up the sidewalk and get into the plaza as well.
So Dennis, while we were getting onto 109 here, basically what I understand is that at this plaza, you'll only be able to take a left-hand turn leaving the plaza from the center set of lights that are going in. All other traffic will be forced to go right on 109 towards Milford.
Correct. At the set of lights here, you can go left or right on 109, obviously. We will be, this job light job lot entrance here will be configured so you can only take a right-hand turn. You cannot take a left-hand turn. If you want to go east on 109, you have to go up to the satellite, the main satellites, the new satellites, the traffic lights in the middle of the plaza.
Excellent. So, and then the sidewalks that we were talking about and the telephone poles, these are all coming back, and there'll be sidewalks on
There'll be sidewalks on both sides. As you look at the shrubbery, and it'll all be cut back. The telephone poles will be moved to the inside of the sidewalks as well. It'll open 109 up quite a bit.
Nice. And another big thing that's kind of happening here up by Winthrop Street that we're coming up to is there's going to be a new traffic light there as well to help people coming onto 109 from Winthrop, as well as pedestrians that use that intersection for various number of activities.
Correctly. You sound like you know more about this project than I do. There'll be a new set of traffic lights at this location here. It'll be on a sequence timer with pneumatic tubes underneath the road. So as somebody pulls up to the lights, the light will change and allow people to pass. There'll be the traffic signals will not be working unless somebody hits that pneumatic tube that's on Winthrop Street buried under the ground.
So Dennis, here's kind of a better shot of the intersection of 109 and Winthrop. So the set of lights will come in here, as you were saying, and some new sidewalks going up Winthrop?
The new sidewalks, the sidewalks will only go about 30 yards.
Okay.
And on this side here, on the west side, it'll connect to the existing new sidewalks that we just put in the last about 2 months ago.
Excellent. So now the grade is also going to change on the hill here to the left, the left of our view, heading down towards Choate. How much of that grade is coming out?
They're going to take approximately 18 inches down. Although 18 inches doesn't sound like a lot, it'll be considerably noticeable, flattening out that hill as best that we can.
And that's to also help for people to be able to see the set of lights coming from, say, the community church in Choate Park area, to see that new intersection set of lights as they travel eastbound.
Exactly correct. Because as we develop the Choate Park area, we anticipate in the future that we're going to have more and more pedestrian park traffic down there as well. So we want the lines of sight to be a lot better than they are right now.
Okay, excellent. Let's go take a ride up by Choate Park and see what we have going on for the entrance. So now we're heading back out on 109, and so there's going to be a change up here to the entrance of Choate Park, and we'll pull over and talk a little bit more about it. But so this whole area is going to change.
See this guardrail is here? That's where the stone wall will be starting as you're coming down 109.
Okay.
And it'll continue all the way down to this white metal fence, which will be coming down as well.
Right. That's the famous Chicken Brook, correct?
Correct.
A kid from Dorchester has to learn his history.
The infamous Chicken Brook.
Any other things to note here in this stretch just before Lincoln Street?
No, the impressive thing is moving these telephone poles back and opening up 109 is that's going to be an impact. I mean, my concern is that 109 is an old town Medway, and we are going to be opening 109 up a lot wider with some of the trees coming down, and the issue is that the state paid for this project. It's roughly a $10 million project. If we didn't do this project now, we would never get the funding from the state to do it again. And our concerns are, what is the traffic going to be on 109 10, 20 years from now? And if it's bad at that point, the town would have to step in, and the town would have to pay for these repairs in 10 to 20 years from now.
All right. So, Dennis, as we get up here towards the set of lights by the community church, I understand there's going to be 3 new lanes put in at this set of lights?
That's correct. There will be a left turn lane signal. You'll be able to go straight down Main Street or take a right-hand turn, as we currently do, to follow 109.
Excellent. So let's take a right over here, and
this corner here will be cut. This corner will be cut back a little bit. The street lights that you're seeing here will all come down. There'll be new street light, ornamental type street lights coming over. This island in the middle here is coming down as well, so we can have a second lane to take a right-hand turn on Main Street if you'd like.
So we're right back at the beginning of the project, so to speak, here at 109 in Holliston. So Dave, what are the hours of operation going to be for the project, and what do we expect to see in terms of traffic on 109?
Yeah, a lot of questions about that, Liam. Basically, the contractor has been told to not be in the travelway at all. between the hours of, rush hour. So he can only work in the travelway from 9 to about 3:30 in the travelway. He might be off on the side of the road earlier, but shouldn't be impacting traffic. During rush hours, things will be buttoned up and closed up, and we should be able to have through traffic most of the time. People have also asked about detours. The state doesn't want to do detours if they can at all avoid it, so really we're going to try to keep everything here as much as we can. As we get up to the western side of the project up near Choke Park, things get a little narrow. We may at times be down to one lane, things like that, but again, not during rush hour traffic, so it shouldn't be too bad. But really, all that's going to be up to the state to handle, because it is a state project, right, Dennis?
So, yeah, you mentioned state quite a few times in this. So is it the town, Dennis, that's running the project, or is it the state that has control of the project itself?
Well, since the state is funding the project, the state has control of the project.
Right.
They will make all the decisions and work with the contractor. The town of Medway does have a representative, a project manager that's going to be on the site for supporting the town. Dave is going to be the overall boss, as you might want to say it, for the town of Medway concerning this project.
Yeah, really, I'll be acting as a liaison. So if residents in town have anything they want to ask or are concerned, they will contact my office or emails. It's all out there on our website through contact information, and I'll relay to the state and try to get things resolved.
I want to point out, in addition to the drainage, one of the first things they're going to be doing is taking the 64 trees down. So that work that you'll see in progress, that'll start to probably happen in the next couple of months.
Okay, excellent. Well, Dennis, Dave, thanks a lot for taking the time to do this with me. And this is
Liam, thank you again. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.